Hello everyone, day 115 of running consistently for 2.5 miles. Today I did my morning run. Thanks to my wife, she woke me up real early. When you have a dream and you let them know that it is really important, even your family or wife, they support you. I never thought I would get that kind of support because I never thought somebody would understand me like that, that deeply. That I really need this for my health, for my life, and they see that commitment, and so they kind of make time for you. That's amazing. I'm so thankful, grateful to God for all the support I'm receiving from family, from my father, mother, from wife, from kids. It's awesome, to realize so many things in life, to have this time for myself, and to dream on, to dream that it is possible to be your best self, whatever age you're at. It's I truly believe that because here I am, starting a journey at my 38 years old body. It's totally possible, it's totally doable, but we limit, we have this talk in our head like, hey, I might break some bones, I might fall down, I might get hurt. No, you won't. You will fall down, yes. You will get hurt, yes, but you can still do it. Yeah, it is totally possible. I totally think it is possible. Today I had this huge surge of energy. Like I did my morning exercise, and I was like trying to get things fast because I want to get to my running faster. So did my breathing and gratefulness and visualization, and then got my running done. And while towards the end of my running, I got this feeling like past is gone. It's like, let's create this day today, like right now. Let's create this moment right now. And then next thing I was flying like a wind. I was like, I never thought I had that energy in me, while running. I think today I ran like a wind, like second half of the run. Like, it is amazing. This kind of force is within us. It just needs to be activated. I truly believe that it needs to be activated because it is there, it is hidden. Like we all know, like we have this, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we thought like we couldn't get that job that we have that right now. But here we are, we got that job, and we are thinking about so many other things now, but we forgot that this was a dream, right? Yeah, it is so easy to overlook what we got. That's why I truly love this gratitude practice that I started. Like, it sounded like so theory. So, I was like, I was not connected to that word as much, like gratitude. Okay. I thank, yes, but no, I don't. You have to thank enough, so that, universe, the God, and your family has really done a lot for us, and so we have to thank them, enough. That's why this practice is, I know. We have this, great co-workers, great company, great people. And then, we have to thank them, like have this practice set, just like everything else. We don't set some time to do things, then we don't do it. Like we get carried away. There's so many things that needs to be done in a day. We are all humans, doing just one thing a day is not enough. So, we get carried away, we forget, about these things. And, I think, that's all the religion, all the, philosophy is teaching us, like, to look around and be thankful for whatever we have, right? Yeah, I truly believe so. And, in our businesses, as well, if we are not thankful for, what we have, what we are, the people, good people that we have, if we don't thank them enough, then, they feel undervalued. It's very important to thank them enough, at least as a practice, because then we set this, bar for ourselves. Like, it is, it's like, it's not for granted. Good peoples are not for granted, and we see a value in good people, good opportunities and everything, if we thank them enough, and they keep showing up even more. Right? Thank you, everyone.